Thank you for Patreon now for donating to the Patreon.
Hey guys, it's Vanity Ezel back in another Card Fight Vanguard as on the Vanity weekly video. If you enjoyed, don't like, comment, subscribe, and such, shall we? Sorry if I sound a little weird. I literally just had like some mouth work done, so like my left side of my mouth is really hurting right now. So if it sounds weird or if I have like a talk weird way, that's why. So anyways, going to get the start, shall we? First up, we have some new promo order for Thegrea. Thegrea's Oath for Revenge, grade 3 set order. If you have a Vanguard Thegrea in its card name, you can play this without paying a cost, which is great. So it contains Order Zone. If you have a Vanguard with Thegrea in its card name, when you persona ride, you draw 2 cards instead of 1, and your 10k power becomes 15k instead. So great, you know, your rear guards get more of a plus with the persona ride, and not to mention the fact your draws increase by more. And you also can just play this order straight up for free when you have Thegrea on your Vanguard. So all around, really good order. All around, really good order for Thegrea, but I do think Graham Grace could have... I think Graham Grace being revealed kind of made this order kind of look like a little bad because Graham Grace, you know, gives persona right to everyone, and Thegrea only gives persona right to front row. So even with the extra 5k, I do think Graham Grace does the persona right job better, but hey, you know, still Thegrea's gimmick, and she does get that draw too, so I think it's a 4 of in Thegrea decks, or 3 of at least. Then we have, oh god fucking damn it, Twisted Servants. So grade 0 set order event. If you have 2 or more event cards in your order zone, put them to drop till you have 1 card remaining. Auto ones put into order zone, draw cards, so cool, you get a free draw. And then continuous order zone, all your rear guards with, okay, I'm not gonna fucking read that, y'all can read that for yourselves. And they become Twisted Servants. All of your guards for doors in the order zone cannot be rested, so great. Continuous order zone, all your Twisted Servants units get plus 5k shields, that's a lot of units. And then auto order zone, when your Twisted Servants attack your Vanguard attacks. If you have 3 or more cards of the same card name as your Vanguard in your soul or monster box, rest this card, choose one of your Vanguard to extra drive for the battle. So cool, way to get extra drives to the Vanguard. You know, it's pretty consistent, not to mention the fact that you get more shields, so you can run a bunch of grade 3s, which now makes sense considering a lot of the support cards we got for the new deck were grade 3s. So overall, I like this card. I think it's interesting. I wish I didn't have to read so much today, but I'm going to have to read so much anyway, so I think 4 of, I don't remember how Monster Box works, so just 3 or 4 of it. Then we have Holy Dragon Sanctuary Dragon. Grade 2 set 5k shield, 10k base. If I wasn't hurting right now, I would say like some bullshit thing about its beautiful art and like a long story I have about something like this, but because I'm hurting, I'm just not going to say anything. Auto when it's placed in general. If you have or Vanguard actually, so yeah, Auto Van when it's placed. If you have a card with event ability in your order zone, reveal 1 card from your hand. Search deck for 1 card with the same card name as the revealed card for the cost. Put it to your order zone face up, or put it to your monster box face up, and shuffle your deck. So cool. You get that free monster box search, so you know you can benefit off of Twisted Servants more. And then act rear, if you have a card with event ability in your order zone, by card boxing 1, choose up to 1 card from your damage zone, put it to your soul, put a unit from your damage zone face up. Put this unit to damage zone face up. Okay, all around pretty good, because it also says choose a card in your damage zone, doesn't have to be face up, so get you a free soul. Possible pluses off of this more. Benefits from any deck that can like fetch out a soul with a monster box. All around, I like it. I think Holy Sanctuary is really good for what it does. And I like the fact that, but she's listening to me. They gave the Vanguard skill and then they gave it an actual rear guard skill. I like it. I think it's a 1 of in the main deck and then, 1 of in the ride deck, 2 to 3 of in the main deck. Because honestly, I like him and he looks cool. And then we have Shakeguard the Unfair, Cycle of the World Unfair. I believe this is the main grade 3. Grade 3 to the persona, 13k base, contains Vanguard. During your turn, this unit gets plus 2k for each of your opponent's bind zone cards. Okay. And then Auto Van, at the end of the battle, this unit attached. Card box 1, discard 1 card from your hand. Choose a gold egg from your soul. What the fuck is a gold egg? Choose from your soul, write it as stand. Okay. If you wrote it until end of turn, that unit gets plus 1 crit. And for every 3 cards in your opponent's bind zone, that it gets plus 10k. So free extra 1 crit, not per 3, just the 1 crit, but then the 10k stacks per 3. At the end of your turn, choose a Shaker of the World Unfair from your soul, or drop them right as well. So you can just Soul Blast us, and you can still Superior Ride, which is great. But again, I ask, what the fuck is a gold egg? This isn't a gold egg. I don't remember a card being named gold egg. Maybe I'm just not remembering it right, but yeah, so sure. Cool, we got the, what's his name? No Life King Restand skill with extra crit and power, so all around unfair seems pretty interesting. A question, especially because the persona right thing will be shared. So 3 of in the main deck, 1 of in the ride deck. See where this goes. Also the bind zone gimmick. Okay. Then we have Painter of the World Ignore. God, that's such a sad name. Great Deep to persona, 13k base. Act rear once per turn. Counter boss 1, choose an opponent's front or rear guard. Bind it face up. If a card was not bound, your opponent binds the top card of the deck face up instead. Okay, cool. So, those smart ass people that think that, oh, let's just not call rear guard during the early game in case we're going second. Well, screw you. Ignore what's just going to take your top card instead, and honestly, that might fuck you more than help you. And then auto rear, when it attacks, if your opponent's bind zone has 3 or more cards, you may soul charge 1. Cool. So, free soul, so more chances to get golden egg into the soul, whatever the fuck that is. And not to mention the fact that it's an easy bind. I like it. I wish it didn't cost Counter Blast. But whatever. I think if it just said if your opponent's bind zone has 5 or more cards and it gave you a counter charge instead of a soul charge, I think that'd be better. But ignore, still good. I like him. I think he's consistent. Probably 3 of in my deck if I were to build one. Then we have Disruptor of the World Doubt. Grade 3 turn persona at 13k base. Auto rear when placed, your opponent chooses 1 card from the drop, bind it face up. If a card was not bound, your opponent binds the top card of the deck face. Okay, so what I get from this is just give them fucking resources because you don't want the top card of your deck to be bound. You don't want to lose 3 triggers. And then change rear guard if your opponent's bind zone has 3 or more cards, it gets boost. Cool. So, my opinion, this is better than this. Why? So far, I don't see a reason for soul needing. This does it for free and gets stuff from drop and also gets boost, so we can be far more aggressive. I like this one more. I'm going to run this out of 4, especially because all of them get plus 5k show regardless because I saw all their names on here. Oh, there's a card called Eliminator. Okay, that's something I have to look out for. Either way, Doubt seems pretty good. I like him. The fact that he can get a free boost is just nice, so 4 of. I think it might be a she now I think about it. Oh, well, there's the Eliminator one. One who abandons the world, Eliminator. Grade 3 to persona, 13k base, continues rear guard. If your opponent's binds on has 3 or more cards, this unit gets intercept. Cool! Finally! Where can we get this in Barthelmetus? And then auto when it's retire from rear guard or guard circle, your opponent chooses 1 card from their drop zone, binds it face up, and if a card was not bound, your opponent binds the top card. Okay, so clearly you either give them shit, or they're just going to take the top card of your deck. It's like reverse dungaree. So, interesting nonetheless. You being able to steal more drop zone cards, and not to mention the fact that, again, top guard deck bind, which honestly might fuck you over. I like how 2 of these bind zone cards are free, so are we just doing another Bastion thing? They were like, Bastion was so good, let's make Barthelmetus. Oh wait, we fucked up on that because there's a promo, so let's instead make a Japanese restrictive deck that just is this other version of Bastion. So cool, we have another knockoff Bastion, so I guess the whole point of this deck is to run all these great things at 4 ofs, presumably? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I mean, these 2 are definite 4 ofs. Probably 3 up for this one in my opinion, and then obviously 4 of because it's the main grade 3. Oh my god, that head looks so weird for a second because I thought it was just a snake head. I mean, thinking it might be a snake head, but like the way I saw it was really weird and creepy. Then we have Cut of the World Division. Okay, that one's gonna scar me for life. Grade 3 to persona, 13k base, contains front or rear guard circle during your turn. If your opponent's binds on has 3 or more cards, all your front units get plus 5. So, free half persona ride that stacks. Because if you have 2 of them. Okay? And auto rear, at the end of the battle, it attacked by soul blasting 1. Your opponent chooses a card from the drop zone, binds it face up. If a card is not bound, okay, get the point. Bind the top card of the deck. So that's what their whole point is. No matter what, something's getting bound. Is this Bushy's attempt at making a mill deck in Vanguard that doesn't mill yourself but mills your opponent? If so, Bushy, I would like you to make it so that this deck 1 existed in English and 2 does it a little faster. Because honestly, this is kind of really slow for binding. Like, I love mill deck as much as the next guy, but I think Bushy's going the wrong way around it if this is a chance at a mill deck in Vanguard. So, it's still a good skill though. Having that half persona ride is amazing, and not to mention the fact that it can bind from top deck and also get another card from drop. Though I do wish we were getting more cards that bind from rear. Like, we've got 1 card that binds from rear so far, and then the rest of them have bound from drop, but he's still good, so 4 of-ish, I guess. Again, I question, why does the grade 3, I don't remember which ride line I said this for before, but somewhere along the line, there was a grade 3 that only supported itself and only did what the deck support did for it and didn't actually did what the deck's main mechanic was. Like, for example, nothing on this card binds. Everyone else in the deck binds. So if you break hard and you don't see any of your binders for some reason, you're not playing the game. So I don't know what Bushy was thinking when they made the grade 3 like this, but I guess they have some real high confidence in their ability to bind like hell. Then we have Wise Leader who destroys Fiends, Prince Shotoku, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base. Okay, I don't know what the fuck Monster Striker looks like, but I'm assuming this is the enemy of all these fuckers. Out of rear guard, when this unit boosts, you have to 1 unit card from your hand, reveal it. If you reveal a card, choose a card from your same grade as the reveal card from your monster box and swap them. So cool. Get a free persona ride possibly. Set up combos for this thing, I guess. You know, all around pretty decent. It's generic, so it works with literally anything. So I can't wait to see where this shit goes because it does it for fucking free for some reason. So 4 of. It literally makes your monster box a toolbox, which it already is, but better. So yeah, 3 of or 4 of. Then we have Convenient Driving the Galaxy Crazy Ether. Okay. Great chance of 5k shield, 10k base. It contains rear guard. If your monster box is 10 more cards, it gets plus 10. Yeah, okay, I think this is for the point like where you like suicide play, go monster box, put 10 cards under it, cool, Ether goes up, plus 10. So all around, it's not bad. The 10k is nice, so it's a 20k swing. Oh, it's a 20k at all times. Fuck yeah, 320. Attack into it, 20k. Attack with it, 20k. It's just a good card. I like it. I think she's okay. Probably not something I'm gonna run because she's a little bit too generic, and the beat stick part isn't really worth running it for. Though it is still a good beat stick if I need it. So I don't know, maybe 2 of tech just because I think she is good because free 20. And again, our next set of reviews come from Monster Strike. First review is Passionate Spirit of the Flower Country Bulgaria. Create chance of 5k shield, 10k base, auto drops on when you persona ride. If you do not have a unit with Bulgaria in its card name from your shop or on your field, you may call this card to rear guard, and if you called, it gets plus 5 for the turn. If there are 2 copies, you can only call 1. I seem to notice Bushy really likes copying Mabel now. I wonder why. Was Mabel that really good of a success that she deserved to be copied a bunch, or was it just random chance that she's being copied so much? Then we have Clear Spirit of Hananokuni Ajisai. Grades each turn persona, 30k base, contains rear guard during your turn. This unit was placed on rear from other than your hand. It gets boost. Doesn't Monster Box have the ability to call, so that's just a free get boost, and then you can bounce it back to hand and then solve. I feel like if they don't have a way to bounce now, Bushy's going to give them away because I'm 95% sure Monster Box can call. So all around, Such seems pretty decent. I can't wait to see where boost goes if there isn't already a deck that supports it. So, possible 2 over 3 depending on what we have currently. Okay, now we move on to our last few reveals. First up, let's take a look at set 9. Look at this new Bruce. Honestly, like 2 days ago, I was like, you know what, I wonder, is Bushy end up gonna give other decks new ride lines, or are they not gonna do that? And honestly, with the look of new Bruce, I'm kind of really looking forward to it, kind of hoping like he gives Final Rush but a different feel to it, or if he does something altogether different, I'll be good with it too. So, alright, looks pretty decent. Then we have the new order, Guardians of the Heavens. Set order event. If you have 2 or more event order zones, you can put 1 into drop so you only have 1. Continuous order zone. All your cards with Michael, Chamomile, Ramiel, Raphael, Gabriel, Zedekiel, Bina, Uriel, Sadafalon, Lucifer, and Metatron in their card names become Guardians of the Heavens. And then act order zone, once per turn, put 1 Guardian of the Heavens rear guard into the monster box face up. Choose a card from your monster box with a different card in the card that was put for the cost with the ability and a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard and call to rear. Okay, basically your entire monster box becomes a toolbox for calling shit again. So all around pretty interesting, I must say. I think this is like the least powerful out of the 2 that we got this one. I do like the 5k shield one more, but it looks cool, so might as well go for it. Like 2 of 3 of it, it gets you a call basically. Then we have Michael of the Reverend Guardian, grade 2 of 5k shield, 10k base, auto rear. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard that's a grade 3 or greater Guardian of the Heavens, you may have this unit get plus 10 for the turn. If you do, at the end of the battle, it goes to Soul. Okay, all around pretty nice because one of you somehow avoid sending it to Soul, it gets to keep that 10k and it's not a once per turn. So like I said, if you manage to avoid it, cool, free 10k. And not to mention the fact it's a free Soul charge at the end of its battle. So all around, I think it's a good card. 10k is really nice. It's very easy to use, 4 of it in a Guardians of Heaven deck. And then we have our last card for today, which is Uriel Highway to Hell. Grade 2 to persona, 13k base. Must say this thing actually looks cool in my mind. Continuously, card can only be written by a grade 3 Uriel in its card name. Okay, well, there goes the chances of splashing cards together in the deck. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of too before I started this part of the recording. Can you splash stuff together? Apparently in Uriel's case, no. And then Autumn was placed on Vanguard by Karen Boston One Tower, opponent's rear guards, and this unit gets plus 10 for the turn. Huh. Well, there goes the reason that you should ever run cards that nuke your opponent's board, because quite literally just persona ride once and that's a free murder. And then auto van at the end of the battle when this unit attacked, put 2 rear guards to Soul, choose a opens the heavens to the spread of the light of God Uriel. We know what Uriel's going to do from your Soul right at that stand, and it gets plus 10k and lose a draft for the turn. Okay, she's probably going to have a Vanguard ability as well. So alright. Looks pretty nice. A way to stack Soul, and obviously Uriel won't have to be on Soul immediately because you can just send it to Soul via her skill. Get that stand, get more 10ks, get drives, and clearly it says when placed on okay, well actually this is one of the ones that doesn't swap back at the end of the turn, but okay, cool. Uriel all around. I like it. Seems pretty great. Kills rear guards, gets plus 10. Just a good card, so probably 3 of or 4 of. And that's it for these reviews for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. All around, I said in my mouth hurting like hell. All of these seem pretty good.
I like them, though I'm not going to use any of them because they're all for Monster Strike. Not that I have anything against Monster Strike, but I'm not planning on doing crossover decks. So I'm going to here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, follow the Twitch. I'll see you all in the next one. If you stand up, your Vanguards.